Hello everyone, welcome to channel Qtomation. In the last lecture we have started with strings in Python and today we will continue with some more topics of the strings in Python. So we will see what is slicing operator which we can use to extract the substring from the original string. We will see ORD and char functions. We will see len, max and min functions in Python. So first let's start with slicing operator. So if sometimes we want to take out some subset of our original string, then from specific index to some end index, right? So if you want to fetch some specific substring from the original string, then we can use slicing operator in the string. So slicing operator syntax has, so if you see the syntax, we have to mention start index and end index. Starting point is the point from where which we want to extract that substring, and end is basically the position up to which we want to subtract that end of that specific substring. So basically in this we have to remember that string index always starts from 0. So if you mention start point as 0, then it will start from the 0th position. That is the first position. So in string, basically starting position is starting from 0 only. And end index, so if we use the syntax, if you see the syntax, it's start and end. So if you mention end as 4, then it will return the part of string starting from start index to index of end minus 1. So we will see practically more, then we will understand in better way. So I am just going to PyCharm. Let's create a new Python file. So I am going to create new Python file. Let's name it as string demo part 2. So we have created one Python file. So here I am going to define one string. Let's say I am going to define my string equals to John Doe. So we have defined one string here. Now I am going to use slicing operator. So I will simply use print first, print, then my string. So we want to slice it out, or we want to fetch some specific substring from original string. So I will just use my string. After that we have to put slicing operator, and I'm just going to give, so I want to fetch out J, O, H and N. So I want to fetch out John from this entire string. So we have to mention starting index. So we have to remember that in the string, first position starts from always 0. So 0 is the starting point, after that colon, and then we have to mention the end point. So end index, we want to fetch out J, O, H and N, right? So 0, 1, 2 and 3. Up to 3 we want to fetch it out. But end index is always minus 1. So here we have to mention 4. So if you mention 0, so that is the starting point, that is J, right? And up to 4. So 4 and end is always calculated as end index minus 1. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So at 4th position D is there and 4 minus 1. So it will be considered as end will be end point is not included. Basically it's end minus 1. So 4 minus 1, that is 3. So 0, 1, 2 and 3. So up to n. So n is at third position. So what it will fetch? It will simply print John, John. Now let's execute this file. So when we run this file, we can see that, right? So John is fetched here. That is substring which we have fetched from the original string. So 0 is starting point, that is J. Index starts from 0 and end minus 1. So this is, we have mentioned 4. So 4 minus 1, that is 3. So 0, 1, 2 and 3. So n is present at third position. So it will fetch the substring as John from our original my string. Now we will see one more example. I am again going to use, let's say, print my string, and now I am not going to give a starting position here. I will just use colon, and then I will just simply use 4 again. So what it means? It means if we don't mention any starting position or starting point or starting value, then it will by default consider it as 0. So output for this is also again going to be same only. So if we execute this file, if we run this file, again it will fetch the same output, John. Instead of 4, if I say put 5, then it will fetch up to 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4 up to D. So J, O, H, N and up to D it should fetch. So let's execute. So it will fetch up to J, O, H, N, D, right? If you put 5, then it will fetch up to D. Now one more example I can show you. So let's say print my string. Let's put at 2, and after 2 don't put any end index. So in that situation what will happen? So let's execute this file and let's check the output. So it is printing HNDOE. So starting point we have mentioned as 2. So which character is present at second position? So on 0 there is J, on first position O, and on second position there is H, right? So that is, it is starting from H, and we haven't mentioned any end point here, right? So by default it will take up to the last point of that specific string. So it is printing the entire HNDOE in this case. So we haven't mentioned end point, so it will be considered up to the end of that specific string. So it is printing HNDOE. Now let's see one more example. For example, so we have seen this one, right? So what happens if you simply put starting index as 1 and end index as -1? So let's check that as well. So I'm simply going to use print my string. Let's put 1 and end index as -1. Now let's execute this file. So when we run this file, we will see that starting point is 1. So 0 and 1. So at the starting point, O is present. So it will start with O. And as we have mentioned -1 here, so it will not consider the end of that specific string. It will go up to -1 position. That is, from reverse side, it is O, up to O, it will check, right? So O is present. If you don't mention anything, or if you mention 0 here, in that situation, if you run this file, then it will take up to E, right? So it will take up to E. But instead of 0, if you put -1, it will go up to starting with O, H, N, D and up to O it will check. It will print, or it will simply fetch, right? O, H, N, D, O. So it will print O, H, N, D, O, right? And one more example which we can see. For example, let's say if I use, let's say 2 here, in starting position is 2 and end index I am putting it as -2. So it will print, it will start with 2, that is 0, 1, 2, that is H, starting point is H, and it will check, it will go up to again D, right? So 0, 1, 0, -1 and -2. So it will go up to point D. So it should print O, H, N and D. So let's execute this file. So it is printing H and D, right? So up from H, not, so J is at 0th position. So we have mentioned the starting point as 2, right? So J is at 0th position, O is at first position, and H is at second position, right? So H is at second position. So starting point will be H, which is at second position, and it will go up to H, N and D, that is -2 position from reverse side, right? So if you mention 0, then it will go up to the end of that specific string. For -1, it will take up to O, and -2, it will take up to D. So this is how slicing operator works for the strings in Python. Right, so we have seen the slicing operator and how we can use to fetch some sub part of the string by using slicing operator. Now next one is ORD and char function. So Python ORD function takes string argument of a single Unicode character and it returns the ASCII value. For example, if we put a character, A is a Unicode character. If you put A as a string parameter for this ORD function, it will return the ASCII value for that specific character. So 65 is the ASCII value of character A. Whereas if you simply print D, so for small d, lowercase d, ASCII value is 100. So it will return the ASCII value. And whereas Python character function, that is CHR function, it will take the integer argument of ASCII value and it will return its Unicode character value. So if you simply put 65 in character function, it will return its character value, that is A, right? So it is vice versa. Similarly for lowercase d, if we pass 100 as ASCII value to character function, then it will return its character value, right? If you pass 100 integer to character function, which is the ASCII value for d, right? So it will return the character d. So both are ORD function and char functions are exactly opposite to each other. So now let's see practically. So I'm just going to remove this part of code, and now I will simply print ORD function, and ORD function you have to pass character. So I will pass, let's say, capital A. So ASCII value, so it will return the ASCII value of A. So ASCII value for A is 65. So when we run this file, it should return 65, right? So it is returning 65, that is the ASCII value of character A. Similarly, that is for ORD function, right? So we have to pass character A to ORD function, and it will return the ASCII value for that specific character. And its opposite is, if we pass, let's say, print char function, if we pass 65 to char function, then it will return its equivalent character value. So it should return A, right? So let's execute this file. It will return A. Similarly, we can see for small d also. So I am just going to use, or we can simply copy paste this part. I'm just copying it, and let's paste it here. And instead of A, let's say I pass letter small z, right? So for small z, let's see what it returns, right? And instead of this, so small z is having ASCII value as 122. So it will return ASCII value that is 122. And if we pass this ASCII value to char function, then it should return z as character, right? So let's run this file. Perfectly fine, right? So ORD function and char functions are opposite to each other. So ORD function takes a string argument of a single Unicode character and it returns the ASCII value for it, whereas char function takes integer argument of ASCII value and it returns Unicode character value. Now let's move to the next topic, that is length, max and min functions. So length function returns the length of a string. Max method or max function, it returns the character having highest ASCII value in that specific string, whereas min method returns character having lowest ASCII value. Now let's see practically. So I am going to PyCharm. I am just removing this part of code. I am just trying to print. I am using len function, and in the len function we have to pass one string. So I am just passing apple as a string. And what is the length of the string? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it should return the length of the string, that is 5. So when we execute this file, it is returning 5. That is the length of the specific string. Let's say I am just going to use some another string here. Let's say welcome, and let's run this file. So when we run this file, it's returning 7 because length of welcome is 7. So len function, this is how we can use to find out the length of that specific string. There is one more function. Let's say print max of, I am passing here, let's say A, B, C, D, E. So it returns the character which is present in string with the highest ASCII value. So in this situation, it will return E because E is having the highest ASCII value. Similarly, let's say I am going to use print min function, which returns the character which is having lowest ASCII value in that specific string. In this situation, A would be having the lowest ASCII value. So when we run it, it will return A as output, right? So this is how we can use length, max and min function in Python. So len function returns the length of a string, max function returns the character having highest ASCII value, whereas min function returns the character having lowest ASCII value. So thanks for watching this video. In the coming session, we will see some more topic